First of all, I just think it's so like, just kind of like badass that they give you this like little decanter right here. It's so sexy with water in it. Okay, so let's get things started with our sort of nightly recaps of each city that we're in Switzerland. This water is amazing. Okay, so I am in Grindelwald, or Grindelwald, as I'm trying to get the pronunciation correct. I believe it's German. There's a part, as I said earlier in another video, of Switzerland that seems like they speak more French, and now we are apparently in a part of Switzerland where they speak more German. But everyone in the hotel seems to speak English as well, very, very well. So it has been completely amazing with the service, but I'll get to that in a second. Today has felt like 2 days in one. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. We of course had to, pack up and leave for Lucerne. Thank God I had packed last night, so I was able to get up and I was able to, obviously go down and eat breakfast. The breakfast was superb in Lucerne at the castle, oh my God. So our driver picked us up from the hotel and took us to the train station where we took the Golden Pass from Lucerne to Interlaken, and from Interlaken we took another train into Grindelwald. So let me sort of give you the rundown of the Golden Pass. I keep wanting to call it the Golden Compass. I think that's a movie. But the Golden Pass is essentially a train where, for us, we had premium seating, which is kind of like, I guess, the equivalent to first class. It is panoramic views, essentially, of the mountainside as you're taking the train up and through the mountains. And I'm assuming we're in the Swiss Alps as we were going through the mountains. And at first the day started off kind of rainy in Lucerne, but as we entered the mountains, the weather cleared. It was kind of gray in certain areas, and obviously there's some cloud cover in the mountains. These mountains are so big, they're majestic. They are larger than any mountain that I've ever experienced in my entire life. And to be in the mountains and to see, the villages, the houses, the train stations, and just life occurring in these mountains, it is unbelievable. And to be honest with you, I don't think that you want to come to Switzerland and not take that train from Lucerne to Interlaken. It is a must. We got on, and I think the most difficult thing was our luggage, obviously, because we have 2.5 weeks worth of luggage and it's just heavy. So trying to get that through the train stations and up the ramps and stuff like that is sometimes a little bit hectic. But the 3-hour train ride from Lucerne to Interlaken was beautiful. They served us champagne, we had coffee, we had charcuterie boards. I mean, they had the works for us to order. You could also actually order caviar if you want. So they have everything that you could possibly need. There were only about 4 of us sitting in premium seating. It's not the biggest car on the train, but it's perfectly sized with enough space for you to feel comfortable and for me and Aria to talk the entire time, because that's just what we do. We love it. So we just had the best time. I think this was probably one of my favorite days ever in my life. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And I've had some amazing days, especially when it comes to travel. I think, again, I can't express to you what it's like to ride through those mountains and see the lakes and see the houses and just the snow-capped mountains. It's just amazing. So we get to Interlaken, and we of course have to change trains there. And so we are actually in another full car by ourselves. It's not bad at all. It's very, very, very clean, and everyone is very, very polite and nice, at least from our experience. So then taking the train from Interlaken into Grindelwald, you're kind of still going deeper and deeper into the mountains. You get out of the train in Grindelwald here, and you are surrounded by these 3 giant mountains that are towering above you with snow. And Grindelwald is essentially, in my opinion, a ski town. So there's plenty of people here to ski. There's plenty of, it's just mostly ski stores, hotels, chalets, restaurants, and that's pretty much it. And it feels so peaceful. This hotel, I will tell you guys, we did make one mistake. There was something going on with the transfer from the hotel to pick us up at the train station. So we could have caught like a taxi or something like that. But because I was thinking it was not far, I was like, oh, well, we can, they said it was 10 minutes away. But 10 minutes pulling and lugging our luggage, honestly, y'all, I was out of breath. Your boy was almost down bad. I mean, at points I was like, I wanted to give up. But the problem with even giving up was that we had an uphill climb with my 65-pound bag plus a duffel bag plus my book bag. And you know, Arya is in a similar situation, and honestly, y'all, she was powering through, babe. Like, she was like, boom, boom, boom. So we get to the hotel and we're like out of breath, but the hotel is mad sexy. If you've seen the actual room tour video, then you will see that the hotel mostly consists of, it's wood outside, but it's very, very dark. And I feel like it has a very masculine vibe, but I think that's just because it's dark colors and it's sexy. So the tones to me feel very like either dark chocolate mixed with gold and wood. Super, super sexy rooms. I love that the bathrooms are also dark, and they are really big on conserving energy. So when you stay here, just kind of note that you have to actually put your key card into a slot in order for you to turn on the lights. And also what I learned is, because I wanted to charge my phone when I went to the spa, is that when you take your key out of that slot, I believe it turns off the electricity in the room, so my phone was not charging. So that's just something to be aware of. It's a minor inconvenience when you really think about the idea that they are concerned with conserving energy. We also noticed when we were coming back from the restaurant that some of the hallway lights will turn on when they notice, I guess when it's on a sensor, so they will know when someone's walking and the lights automatically turn on. When we checked into the hotel, they served us this like special drink. I guess it's like something that they just practically serve here. It tasted kind of fruity. It was great. They offered us water. They had someone, obviously the porters, take our stuff up to our rooms. We checked out our rooms. Of course, I did my room tour. And then I think we wanted to, you know, just kind of get out and about and explore Grindelwald. And so we did. So we went into some shops. I actually got some, it's like, I guess it's like parfum, but it's just, it's local to one of the shops. And I got 2 fragrances. I got the musk and I got a rose flavor. Well, I guess flavor, but it's a rose scent. And we did a little bit of shopping, but not much. I just kind of got those things. And, you know, we were looking for a hat for Arya to wear for tomorrow because we're going hiking tomorrow in the mountains. So we're going to be taking the gondolas up to the top of the mountain. So we're going to be doing all of those things, which is really why we have so much stuff, because we wanted to make sure that we had hiking boots and coats and things like that that we could wear in the mountains. Little did we know, honestly, if you're planning to do this here, you can just honestly rent ski clothes, or you can just buy everything that you would need. Like, I didn't have to bring all of this stuff. I didn't have to buy some of this stuff. I would pack so differently knowing what I know now, but you know, you have to kind of live and learn. And so it is what it is. So we went and we had lunch at this spot called, I think it's called the Big Bottle. And the server was like, you know, you guys should try the fondue. I've never had fondue before. It was a cheese kind of fondue, and you eat it with like bread and potatoes. It was not my favorite thing, to be honest with you. But if you like cheese, it is. And I love cheese, but I don't like melted cheese like that. So I ended up ordering this meat and barley soup, which is actually really, really, really good. I had some champagne there, and then I think we went just kind of exploring. We went walking, I mean, because when you pass by the hotel, you can pass by all of these stores that are selling a lot of ski wear, you know, gloves, hats, scarves, and things like that that you can wear because everybody is back and forth, you know, on the slopes. And we just kind of went walking and exploring, and then we came back, and then I went to the spa. Now, when I say spa, I mean, I went to the sauna because I love just kind of like sitting in a sauna and just kind of letting the heat sort of detox my body and just kind of, I gotta be honest with you guys, I just wanted to like listen to God. That was my plan. I said, God, I just want to hear you. I want to lay here, but let's get into the actual sauna of it all. So you have to make an appointment for the sauna. I was able to get one, and they make them in 90-minute increments. You could also go to the pool, which is indoor, and I think the pool is about 70 to 80 degrees. So it's pretty warm, I think, but I could be wrong. I didn't get in it because it was jumping. But the sauna, what I did learn is that you are actually supposed to go into the sauna without any like underwear or swim trunks. But I was like, well, this is a little, for me, I am always thinking about, I'm just as a man, I'm always kind of concerned about, you know, there's men and women kind of walking through the sauna areas because there are several saunas, right? So you kind of go into one of the 3 or 4 or 5 or whatever. I personally just wrapped myself in towels, kind of like a diaper, just so that no one who entered the sauna would feel uncomfortable. It's just me and how I think. I think I've learned a lot from, you know, my other channel where I talk about news, and a lot of issues that, you know, women run into come up on that channel. And as a man, it just has shown me to be a lot more sensitive to just being aware spatially of how women may receive me as a man. So I just wanted to be cautious of that. So after the spa, I think I stayed in the spa for about maybe an hour, to be honest with you. Like I went from one assault room to a regular room, and then I was like, let me come back and shower. And I got dressed for dinner. So what you see me in right now was my dinner attire. Dinner, I'm gonna tell you guys the truth, was probably the best meal I've had. They gave us something, an amuse bouche, some type of starter, like little appetizer thing. It was so good. Then we had the veggie spring rolls with some type of spinach salad that was like mad good. And then I ordered the lamb and spinach again because this was a separate spinach dish, but the lamb, perfection. And then I think Aria got the salmon. She loved it. We made reservations to go back to the same restaurant here in the hotel again. The staff was super friendly. The service is super amazing. Everyone, the recommendations were perfect. It was the perfect night for us. So we made reservations to go back tomorrow night for dinner at 8 p.m. as well. So I honestly feel like this is my favorite hotel out of all of the hotels that I've stayed in so far. You have got to come to Grindelwald if you want to see what honestly feels like the closest thing to heaven to me that I've ever seen in my entire life. And again, I've been to some fabulous places for myself, and I know I have much more fabulous places to go. Even if you're not a big skier, like we're not skiing, but to see this and to experience it, I think is totally worthwhile. And I just think you would be remiss if you did not come here. So that's my recommendation for Grindelwald day 1. I cannot wait to tell you what I experienced on day 2. And I am probably going to, as I do most nights, listen to my J-Lo. I'm gonna read my book. I'm still reading this book. It's called Busybody. I took the cover off because I was trying to take it down with me to the sauna, but you can't take your phone or anything into the sauna. So just kind of be aware of that if you are coming here to visit. And yeah, I mean, I have nothing bad to say about this place. It is magical, and again, thus far it has been my favorite day. Every day has been better and better than the day before, and I know I keep saying it, but I'm continuously in awe. So that is my recommendation. Oh, honestly, let me tell you something. I have not had a regular alcoholic beverage since I've been here. Arya did order a espresso martini, which I love. She did have one of those tonight. I did take a sip of that and it was magnifique, right? I have honestly just been drinking a lot of sparkling water, a lot of still water, well, mostly sparkling water. I've been drinking a lot of either Prosecco or champagne. What I have found here is that the champagne and the Prosecco that I've had have all been very light-bodied and have all been such that I really don't feel drunk or anything like that. I don't feel tipsy. I just kind of feel relaxed, right? And so I don't know if it's something that they do differently here, or if it is because I'm also drinking as much sparkling water as I am champagne. So it's kind of balancing out. Or I also kind of during the day will have the, you know, after I've had a meal or something like that. I didn't have it obviously for dinner, but I do typically do it after like lunch and breakfast and stuff like that. So it has been kind of balancing, I think, me out, and I don't know if that's good for me or not, but I'm just giving you guys the truth. It has been working for me, and I kind of feel like I feel great. So that is it for now. If you guys are interested in travel to Switzerland and also to where we're going next, then subscribe to the channel, and of course we're gonna give you more room tours. It's gonna be more, you know, vlogs and adventures, but I also like to do these sort of recaps because I feel like they're a good way for me to really decompress from the day and then really let you know what I think and feel and how I feel after the day has occurred, right? So with that being said, it is time for me to get undressed, get in the bed, turn on my JLo, and try to finish this book. I will catch you in the next video.